Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie. Hope you're doing well. I have an unboxing for you tonight. Magical Mystery Bead Box by Jessie James Beads. And we're going to take a look at what's inside, what the theme is, and all the gorgeous beads. Thank you so much for joining me last week with the week of finished jewelry updates. I will do that again. That was a lot of fun and a nice change of pace for me. So I got a lot of nice feedback from you all, and you really enjoyed it. So I will do that again. And this week we will continue with our Tuesday tutorial tomorrow night, and then Sunday a new color theory or color inspiration series. I've got a bunch of swatches I picked out for that. Very nice fall themed colors, so be looking forward to that. And so let's get started. So I got this today in the mail. I was pretty excited. And let's see what our theme is. Autumn Flight. Celebrating the magical journey of our monarchs and moths. Oh wow, I love the colors. I think I've said it before, I always keep these cards. So it says, do you seek the sun or follow the moon? I don't know, I'm kind of half and half really. But boy, that's beautiful colors. And as you can see, you've got the yellow transitioning into the purple. So complementary colors. For those of you who are following along, let's see what's in our box. So we have Monarch Morning Bead Mix, Empress Butterfly Bead Mix, Dusk Flutter Bead Strand, Summer Migration Bead Strand, Fancy Wing Pendant Pair, Monarch Butterfly Charm Set, Fluttering Butterfly Charm Set, Luna Moth Metal Pendant, 18-inch Amethyst and Gold Cup Chain, and 18 inches of Crystal and Gold Cup Chain, and Cup Chain Findings. Cool. I'm excited. And then they have a design challenge. You can win a $50 Jessie James Beads gift card by posting a piece of jewelry using this box with the hashtags Magical Mystery Bead Box and hashtag Jessie James Beads. And you want to post those. They have a Secret Stash Facebook group, and I think you can also post on Instagram. Just make sure you use those hashtags. And the deadline to enter is November 1st, and a winner will be randomly selected and announced on November 3rd. So that's a nice gift card, $50. That can go a long way. So, oh my goodness, look at the gorgeousness. So I'm going to pull everything out. And we will go, wow, two big mixes, it looks like. Oh, you guys, this is going to be very gorgeous. And I also love how they package everything. And I will put a link below if you want to get a box. I don't know if they're sold out of this one yet. So hop on there if you want it. You might still be able to get it. They do run out pretty quickly. So let's take a look at the strands first. So beautiful colorway. And again, you've got complementary colors with these yellows and oranges and purples. Just beautiful. Let's look at this one first. So this one's called Summer Migration. And it's got, oh, I love these with the coating that's got the hot pink. Love those. And a beautiful rhinestone bead. And this is kind of fun. It's got yellow and white. Kind of it's a square bead, but it's not all the way, it's not completely opaque. It's got some, it looks like almost like the paint's running through there. That is very neat. And then look at this beautiful pottery bead with the bright orange and the brown. Seed beads, bead caps, beautiful rondelle, another gorgeous rondelle with rhinestones, kind of a milky white rondelle, and then you've got another little daisy spacer and another one of these beautiful faceted crystal beads. That is just luscious. I love that. Another one of those white square beads with a little hint of yellow. And another pottery bead. So beautiful strand. And I love that they put these together for, you could literally just string this up and maybe add a charm or something and make a beautiful bracelet if you so wanted to. So gorgeous strand. The one thing that Jessie James Beads is known for is their beautiful strands. And not to be outdone, look at this dusk flutter. So this is more in the purple colorway. Beautiful, deep periwinkle pearl bead. And I love the square bead, the faceted square bead. And a dusty lilac in there with beautiful bead caps. Look at that coin bead. Love those facets. And then a nice rondelle. And another very, very sparkly, kind of a deep amethyst. And look at this boho bead. It's got kind of a deep Caribbean blue bead in there with silver. Another coin bead. Another boho bead. So you get 2 boho beads in there. And this continues on down. So 3 of these really pretty coin beads, and then you've got the boho beads. Really gorgeous. Again, you could just string that. But look at that, look at this when you mix them together. That's what I find exciting. The possibilities of mixing these. We will definitely have to do something with those. Definitely. So we got those. And this caught my eye. This looks like a Luna moth, some type of component. Very cool. Feels pretty sturdy. I don't know what type of metal this is, but it's pretty sturdy. It's not very thick. So it's pretty thin, but sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's going to bend. So what an amazing thing to use for maybe some wire wrapping. Adding some crystals. You could glue some rhinestones on here. You could hang some chain from these. What a beautiful focal piece for a necklace. That's definitely something I will definitely play with. I wonder if you could add some, it's got some texture. I wonder if you could add some enamel paint or some patina paint. That would be neat too. And those of you that love to do polymer clay, this would be very cool to do an impression of too. So there's an idea. Love that. Here's our cup chain. And I learned how to use cup chain. Let's see. We did a project, I want to say last spring, with Deb Floros. I'd never really worked with cup chain before, and she was one of the instructors for Jessie James Beads. They did like a Beads and Blossoms spring classes, and she taught a necklace with the really pretty pink cup chain. And what it is these little cups, as you can see, they're real tiny, and they have rhinestones in them. And then they have little findings. Yeah, I see them in here. I don't want to lose them. The findings are pretty tiny. But we'll have to maybe do a little, I might have to do a little video on how to use these. But the little cups, you line them up, and then it's got a little finding on the end so that you can hang it from things. And so it looks like we've got some purple and some kind of a crystal. And 18 inches too. So quite a bit in there. So that's the cup chain, which is going to look fabulous. That would look gorgeous hanging from like the ends of these. That's an idea. So, fun to play with. Again, I had never played with it before that class. Then we have fancy wing pair. Let's check those out. They look amazing. They look fancy. They are looking fancy. Doesn't want to open, of course. Oh, let's see. Trying to see if I have a scissors over here. Oh, there we go. So these look amazing. Oh, let me put these in a, look at that. So you've got the beautiful gradation of color in the wings. Gorgeous filigree piece right here. Rhinestones that have the Aurora Borealis finish. So you really could compare these with a lot of different colors. And of course you get a pair. This is the back. And then you could probably hang this, you know, from a finding or a necklace. Look how pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Very gossamer, just like the, you know, the wings on the butterflies are so silky looking and iridescent. And I think these do a nice job of mimicking that feeling. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful and going to be very fun to play with. I can't wait to see what people do with these. Those are stunning. And not to be outdone, we've got some more wings here. Some fluttering butterfly charms. So I used to work with a lady that called butterflies flutterbys. And I've kind of adopted that. I like that. Flutterbys. So here is another little, ooh. I did make sure, I did peek at the box, full disclosure, and turn my ceiling fan off, because I think the last time we got wings in something, mine went flying when I did my video. So as you can see, these are super lightweight. I mean, they are just barely of a whisper there. Those gorgeous. I'm trying to open them up. I'll put this underneath here, but you can see that's more of a really pretty pink. These, I played with these before. These are really fun. And we had them in a bunch of different colors in another box. I think it was a fairy box, as a matter of fact. Little fairy wings. So yeah, I made sure I had my ceiling fan turned off this time. Lesson learned, because they went flying. And then look at these gorgeous purple flutterbys. Kind of an enamel. That's the back. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the hot pink and the purple together and the black. Kind of goes nicely with this purple strand. And then look at these little 3D kind of laser cut. They're very lightweight, but they're bent, so they look like they're mid-flight almost. And you could glue these on something and take that jump ring off. There's a little jump ring on the corner. But aren't those gorgeous? So fun. And if you were to use them in some earrings, they're not going to weigh, you're not even going to know they're there. They're so lightweight. Very, very pretty. And here we have some Monarch butterfly charms. So these are going to be more true to the Monarch colors. And of course, I always think of Monarch butterflies in the fall. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that charm. So detailed. I love the texture on that. It adds a nice sparkle. And that's the back. And it's pretty sturdy as well, but it's lightweight. That is stunning. Love it. Really love how realistic that looks. Very, very pretty. And then we have some more butterfly in the more standard color of a Monarch. So again, you've got these strands to play with. And with these oranges and yellows, you could also add some blue, because blue and orange are opposites on the color wheel. That would also look very nice. Just a thought, if you're going to play with color. So far we've got some beautiful strands, some gorgeous butterfly charms, beautiful wings. And now we're going to take a look at the, let me move all this up here. We're going to take a look at the mixes. So I'm just going to move everything. So I think we'll take a look at the Empress Butterfly mix first. Let me move our moth out of the way. And this is chock full. So we have this mix, but Empress Butterfly, and we also have Monarch Morning. So 2 really big mixes. So that's going to be amazing to work with. Can't wait. I don't know what I did with my plate. I have a little plate that I use, as you know. Those of you that are not new to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I have a little plate, but I don't know what I did with it. So it's probably holding beads for a project somewhere. So I'm going to try not to spill these all over the place when I let them out, because I love to drop beads. It's one of my other hobbies. So look at all this. Wow. I do see some beautiful things. So let's see. Love these. Now these have little crystals in them. And they're just a lot of fun to add to a necklace. And then these actually are frame beads. You could use them as connectors, or you could frame some beads. They've got the holes on the end here and all the way through. Really gorgeous. Beautiful bead caps. Very ornate bead caps. They kind of echo this feeling up here in these butterflies. What else do we have? Oh, some pretty saucer rondelles. Love those. Get 4 of those. Nice size. These are interesting. These are also saucer-shaped, black faceted beads, but the hole is up here. So that is going to be interesting to see. I don't know if you can see that hole up there. Maybe if I twist it a little, there you go. Very cool. Love that. Love that punch of black. That's going to look very nice against all the orange. And some more faceted black beads. Kind of a twisted facet. Oh, some beautiful butterfly. Look at those with the Aurora Borealis in them. Aren't those gorgeous? Picks up that yellow and the purple. Love it. And I absolutely adore these rectangular beads that have just a hint of gray and then purple in them. I love that we get 4 of those. Those are some of my favorites. Just think they're beautiful. Some deep purple drops, faceted drops. Can't go wrong with those. What a nice mix. Then we have those, I guess we call them miracle beads or mermaid beads. They kind of look like they're glowing, which is perfect for this gossamer iridescent wings of the butterfly. Love that. Move those over there. Some metallic purple oblong beads. And that's what I love about these mixes. You're getting all these different textures and treatments and coatings. And they do something with, you know, it's not just straight purple. It's purple with, you know, Aurora Borealis or a matte purple like this. More of a fuchsia almost. Then you've got grays with hints of purple with lots of facets. Love those too. There's some about that smoky gray with the purple. I don't quite know. It almost feels like, I get the same feeling as when I'm looking at labradescence and labradite. Those of you that know what labradite is, it's a beautiful stone. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's a gorgeous stone. One of my favorite gemstones. Here are some beautiful round beads with a very cool coating and much lighter lilac. And here's a nice deep purpley gray. This is a very cool color. In some rondelles. Beautiful star bead caps and kind of a matte silver. So you've got shiny, you've got matte. Some beaded round spacer beads. Those have a nice, very nice texture. Love them. So that is the Empress Butterfly mix. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me just put a few things in some trays here. We'll take a look at everything undecanted, as they say, once we're done. And so when I get these boxes, I like to have it out like this, and I just kind of play around with the beads for a few days. Sometimes I jump right in and make stuff. Other times, you may be the same way. I'm curious if you kind of do the same thing. Sometimes I just have to kind of have it around and look at it for a while and play with it and, you know, just put beads together and just see, you know, what I think of, you know, different combinations. And that way you can just kind of, you know, play with it and see, do I like this? Do I like that? And sometimes I'll grab some beads from my stash and see if few little pops of, like maybe some fuchsia in some of these might look pretty cool. Or you could go into the more reds, or you could explore more black and make it more graphic, a more graphic pop. So definitely things to explore with the color. And then this is Monarch Morning, also very full, and it looks gorgeous. I love these colors together. They're beautiful. And orange and purple on the color wheel are secondary colors. So they look very pretty together. You could throw in more yellow too, because that's a complement of the purple. And you could also throw in some blue. If you added blue and yellow to this mix, you would have, I'm trying to think of the name of that color combination, a Tetrad. I believe that's what it's called, or yeah, Tetrad. I think I'll have to look that up, but I think that's right. When you have two sets of complementary colors. So look, we've got more caged beads. Now this is more of the warmer. We had cooler colors with that mix. Now we're going into warmer colors. So you also have the contrast of the warm and the cool. And that's something to think about too. But I love these. I love the rope detail on those. Here are some beautiful filigree drops. Almost look like wings. Also gorgeous. I love the texture. Lots of bead caps, it looks like. some kind of pointy ones that look like petals. Oops, that's a bead. Some more filigree. And then, oh, look at these. So all these bead caps. I love that they give you bead caps in the mix too. Can't go wrong with lots of bead caps. They really do frame the beads nicely. They do add just a little bit of, you know, a finishing touch, I think. And we have 3 kinds here, and just in this one mix. Plus you've got some, you know, in the strands as well. And I love this. So these round beads, I love the way that they faceted these. These are almost like that ball they drop at New Year's. Very faceted. It almost looks like a disco ball, doesn't it? And if you can tell, this is not one solid color. It looks like it's got some clear and some just hints of orange, which I like. I like that it's not all one color. It's very interesting to look at, depending on what angle, with those facets. Here's some more of those white beads that we saw in the strand, but these are round. They got just the hint of yellow. So definitely, you know, that kind of gives you a nod to adding some color right there. Picking up some of this yellow, because it is a complement to the purple. So as you can see, that looks pretty cool together. So this too has lots of black in it, which I like. Does mimic the Monarch Butterfly wings. These are fun with the rhinestones. I love these. And we've got some little points. Little crystal faceted points. Picking up that black. And these are fun, and they already have a little finding in them for you. Just a little pave crystal round drop. Already with the loops on there for you. That's kind of nice. Nice little shortcut. Found another bead cap. These are gorgeous. These oblong, almost a sherbet color. But look at the coating. You got flashes of orange, fuchsia. So you could definitely add some fuchsia also to this mix. Definitely. Absolutely beautiful. Love those. They look very stunning next to the black too. Very cool contrast. And I love these coin beads with the snowflake kind of pattern on them. Love those too. And I love how it's frosty in places and clear in places. Adds a lot of visual interest. The faceting's already beautiful, but the fact that it's matte and you can see more of the pattern, I really like that. Here's some really pretty creamy white drops. Also with kind of a metallic, little hints of yellow flashing through on the coating on this. I'm trying to twist them around a little so you can see how sparkly they are. Love those. Some nice big cat's eye beads. I think they call these cat's eye beads. In that nice sherbet color. Tangerine. More of a sherbet, really. Those got to be like a size 10 or 8 millimeter. Those are pretty big. Love these fluted saucer spacer beads. Gorgeous. Oh, and these are fun. These are like elongated bicones. Love those. Also have a little flash of fuchsia. Very cool. Love the potato chip beads. That's what we call them. In the dusted gold color. Those are fun to use and stack And you can stack them different ways since they're bent. Play around with how you stack them if you're going to use any of these. Try them going opposite directions, stacking them all the same way. You get a totally different look when you do that. And they also look nice as kind of a bead cap, framing beads. Got some more of these dark points here. These look like creamsicles to me, or sherbet for sure. And these do have quite a bit of blue and fuchsia flash in them. The coating is just gorgeous. So pretty. Because you know, as you look at butterflies and insects in general, they all have kind of an iridescence to them. And when the sun hits some of them, you do get little flashes of these metallic colors. It's quite striking, really. Absolutely beautiful. And then just a bunch of rondelles in a very nice medium, kind of creamy orange. Very shiny, very fun. Absolutely beautiful. What a gorgeous box. I really love it. I don't know that I could decide what my favorite is, be honest with you. But let's take a look at the colors for just a minute, because they really do pull your eye in some directions. And I love that there's a mixture of metals, of course. We've got our darks here. Let's see, we've got some silver, gold. Here's our butterfly wings, our strands. Look at that purple on top of that orange. And then look at that orange on top of the purple. But you could definitely add some yellow. Let's see, I have... do I have any yellow beads handy? I don't think I do. Oh, yes, I do. So here's a yellow bead. So definitely, you know, you could add some yellow to this. Pick up more of the yellow in these white beads, just a few little accents. And look at what it does with the purple. So that's what I meant by the complementary colors. And then, you know, you could add some blue too. To go with the orange. But I really do like the orange and the purple together. And like I said, those are both secondary colors on the color wheel, and they look really nice together. So, you know, little spots of yellow here and there I think would be kind of fun. And then, you know, play up this pattern, this color combination, because they're really gorgeous. I wish I had a fuchsia bead out here just to see what that looks like. Let me see. I have a little pot of beads here, but I don't know that I have... Oh. Nope, that's... Here we go. Here's a fuchsia bead. So, the fuchsia with the orange is nice. See that? And then you've got the yellow, purple. So, because these wings here have quite a bit of, like, a very light feeling of fuchsia. So, that's an idea. If you want to pull a few things in from your stash and maybe play up some of the yellow that you've got in these white beads, I don't think you can go wrong. I may try that myself. And then, of course, the purple and the orange already look amazing. But you can add your own colors to your box, and you can add more of the graphic element in here as well, but more black. Mix your metals, of course. I can't wait to see what people do with this moth, Luna moth. It's very cool and just begs for playing with, I think. So, yeah. So this is our autumn flight. I love it. The card is gorgeous. And I think all the colors really look nice together. And I think gorgeous jewelry is going to be created with this. And that's one thing I can say about the Jesse James beads, bead mixes, is that you're going to create a beautiful piece of jewelry. They've done a lot of the thinking about color for you. You can certainly go further with it. But they know color and they know texture and finish. And when you get a mix like this, that's why it is so special and why people love them so much. And then, of course, I love all of the themes. I think the themes are amazing. And how they interpret those themes through the beads is very magical. So I think calling it the Magical Bead Box is very apropos. So I will have a link for the Magical Mystery Bead Boxes, if you want to get one, in my description. And I do highly recommend giving it a try. You can make many, 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 many things with this. And you can also stretch it with your own stash and make even more things. So thank you for joining me tonight on this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed everything you saw. I sure do. I can't wait to dive in and play with it. Of course, you will see finished jewelry from this. And I'm so glad that you enjoyed the finished jewelry last week. That was a lot of fun. Those of you who have not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you. I can't believe it, but I'm at 1,300 subscribers. That's amazing. And if you would like and subscribe, it does help me with the channel, bring you more content and be able to show you more things. So like and subscribe if you would. I sure would appreciate it. Those of you who are subscribed, I absolutely adore you. You're the greatest. I have the best group. Come join us on Marcie Creates Facebook group. Follow me on Pinterest under Marcie Creates Space Studio. Get some color theory inspiration. And I've got some great things coming up. Some new things, some things I'm thinking about doing. So stay tuned for that. I'll give you more updates as I get closer to being able to get those videos up and going. And as always, take care of yourselves and your families and be safe. Thinking about Florida and South Carolina and the Carolinas still. Let's pray for some world peace. On top of that, we got a lot going on this planet. We need to stick together. So love our beading community, and I will certainly see you on the next video.